Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about some people that you probably have heard of, but I want to give you my opinion on them. And these people I consider to be the godfathers and the proteges of the options trading world. These people are going to be the future that lead our industry into its own, going from a small little niche to a very mainstream thing.
So before you approach any single trade, guys, make sure you have a defined area of risk. Meaning, hey, if I am wrong, I will lose $300, right? And you need to accept that loss before you take the trade.
So the first person who I would consider the original OG godfather would be Umar. I've been following him since COVID for being so transparent and open about his major losses. I remember he lost 500 grand on a trade in April of 2020, and I'll never forget it because a lot of people like myself followed him because he was the GOAT at the time, and he still is. He's the godfather, and he was so transparent, and the next year he bounces back and made something like $7 million fucking dollars. That is unbelievable. That just truly proves that consistency, perseverance, everything, that he is the godfather. I learned, and a lot of people learned, and most of the professional option traders I learned from looked up to this guy when I first got into the game. There's no doubt in my mind, Umar, he is a godfather of the options trading world. Umar now, from what I know, one of his ventures that he's working on is TradeZella. It's the best visual and simplistic trading journal that's out digitally wise, right? I've used TradeZella since its beta, and I love it. I love being able to look back, chart, take notes, replays, follow all my trades and everything. Look at the P&Ls, look at the R ratios. The verbiage that you can trade and change on that website alone, like taking your actual P&L to R ratio, things like that make it a top tier platform. So if you haven't checked out TradeZella, and no, I'm not getting paid for none of this shit, I'm just a user with an opinion, I think that every fucking trader should have it. Every single one, because nothing feels worse than seeing red days on the calendar when you know they could have been green. And they even have a function on there that'll tell you, hey, you know that should have probably been green, right? Like, how awesome, how awesome.
I see you hold your runners.
Coach Brett fucking Simba.
Doing that without closing too early. I keep closing for 20% and I'm too scared to let my runners ride. I'm known for holding a lot of my positions to the full target. And the number one reason I'm able to do that is because I trade the chart, not the option. I'm rarely looking at my P&L overall. The reason you entered the trade in the first place is based on the chart, not the option, right? So the only reason that you should close part of the trade or close the trade fully is based on the chart, not that option.
Next godfather to me is my good friend, Brett Simba. This guy has been in the game for over 6-7 years now, publicly, in the public's eye, trading options, trading shares, and crushing it consistently ever since, waking up to over $500,000 in profits sometimes. You don't see shit like Brett can do. It is something that I admire wholeheartedly, because someone who can trade Fibonacci levels, the golden pockets, and release it to the public, like on Twitter, for free over the years, showing how he makes hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, is unbelievable. A lot of professional traders that I know now that trade full-time all learned from Brett Simba 5-6 years ago. Not only has Brett made a fortune in options and educating hundreds of thousands of traders, he's also on to like creating a prop firm. He's creating a way for the retail trader to get the hedge fund experience. He's creating journals. He's creating it all. He'd probably be the Walmart of options trading. Come in there and you can literally buy whatever you need. If you go follow Brett Simba, the godfather of options trading, you will be able to get what you're looking for.
Andrew here, Stockmarketwolf. We finally did it, guys. $1 million in one trading day, 1,105,000 to be exact, which is my
$1 million fucking dollars in a day.
1.67 mil, but I feel like I got lucky on that specific trade.
Did you hear that? You watched the video, I'm sure. $1 million in one day. Since 2009, the last godfather has grown a portfolio of 8 $19 million live. I don't think there's anyone else who can say that in the public social media, our little niche. Yes, I'm talking about Andrew Stockmarketwolf. This is the low-key Godfather. This is the Godfather of Godfathers, probably, because he has taught other proteges, which I will name here soon, that have exploded in the game and making our niche mainstream. This is a Godfather of options trading that hosts live workshops and changes people's lives. This is a guy who is humble, kind, pleasant to be around, and someone who I personally want to connect with because I haven't been able to do so. If I can get in the same room with this guy one day with the other Godfathers of options trading, that would be something that you cannot, there's no price tag for it. I would pay thousands of dollars to be educated by this guy. You know how we read about Grant Cardone and Gary Vee? Andrew Stockmarketwolf will be reading about in 30 years.
If you come back to the market during the last hour of the day and are able to identify a potential daily chart setting up for a good opportunity into the next day, you can enter a swing trade during the last 10 to 15 minutes of market open and look to follow through on that trade early on in the next day.
Person who I feel would be like the fourth thing, if we were to complete the Mount Trading Rushmore, I feel like the Tom Brady of options trading and a student of Andrew Stockmarketwolf, his first student, Jake Ritchie, would be up there. The protege, the guy. I mean, you've heard my videos. I can't speak good enough about him. He's living his best life. He's the most nice, humble, down-to-earth, funnest fucking guy that I've ever met. And for him to be able to make $50, $90, $20,000 consistently, post his wins, post his losses, do it all for the team live, go out and live his best life, and promote healthy and fun living, wild lifestyle. This guy is soon climbing Mount Rushmore, I'm telling you. So in the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to see the Tom Brady of options trading up there with the rest of the Godfathers, and they are going to be bringing our niche, our options trading world, everyone who's in these discords, finance, Twitter, right, FinTwit, the Facebook groups, all of it, the options world. These gentlemen are going to carry it mainstream for us, and I am going to be one hell of a supporter all the way through. Honorable mention. You cannot be an options trader without knowing who Jay Dunn is, because he does something different that most other traders don't. Most traders give back, like I'm sure the Godfathers do, but nobody gives back more than this guy, Jay Dunn.
Thank you. So, you did amazing for your first day. So, I have 2 choices for you. All right, do you know who I am? All right, we like to bless people. I've come here quite a few times and blessed people. So you have 2 options. You can take $500 cash right now, or you can take what's under here. You got to pick one. Under here, or just 500 off the rip.
I think I'll take the 500.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know.
A lot's riding on this.
What would you take?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I don't know. What do you think I should do? What's the
You want to take under here?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. It's all yours. So I'm going to give you this like 2,000 and some change here. So this is all, yeah, it's all yours. You did amazing. You're a great server. You did fantastic. Seriously.
A family man, a man who promotes fitness and health and wellness and wealth. This guy is something that, like, I truly hold to myself. My wife doesn't let me do it quite yet. She'll let me give out 100 here and there because she feels that we're not quite to that financial level where I can go give out 1,000, 2,000. But that is a goal of mine, to help others. What he does by giving waitresses and waiters thousands of dollars on a green day, and the things that he does and the life that he promotes. Not only is this an honorable mention, but I only say it's an honorable mention because I don't think this is a guy who's going to stay in the options trading world very long. I think this is a guy who's going to break off and most likely become a real estate mogul or just a serial entrepreneur, someone that you would see on the show fucking Billions or Suits someday. I don't think he's going to be the trading guy forever. I think there's Jay Dunn is more than that. I think he's an honorable mention, but his brand and his personality personality. He's the fucking Mike Prince, baby. He's going to do big things, and I am really excited to see what all of these guys can do over the next 5 years. I'm a huge fan, huge supporter, just as everyone on the internet should be, of these fucking 5 gentlemen, because these 5 gentlemen promote health, promote wealth, and promote everything that you're looking for in your life, and you just can't say enough good things about them. And normally I would talk shit and hate about a lot of people, but I humbly bend the knee to these gentlemen. All I got to say to all 4 of them is, let me hold like 250. Like, all of you just invest in Max and let me hold like 250. Nothing more than 250. That's all I want. 250.